Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be making a bumblebee step by step, so let's get into the video. First, what you're going to need is some yellow and some black. I just have a lot of yellow and black because I have a lot of pipe cleaners, but if you guys are buying them, you can buy them from Walmart or most places actually. And the pack I would recommend getting is like the rainbow colors. Red, orange, yellow, purple, that one. Because it has these main colors that you'll need for it. And today, I'm going to start doing more simple content so people can actually do this stuff in here. So enjoy that, I hope. Also, give me feedback on what you want me to make or if I can improve on anything. So what you want to start with is your yellow. Since this is going to be a more, not complicated, but different one, we're not going to use my signature technique where I like to start with my X. We're actually just going to start with a line. So you're going to take your pipe cleaner. It's going to be about finger length, and then it depends on how long your finger is, but that's how I'm going to do it for me. So I'm going to do that, then you're going to tie it off on the end, and then you're going to go over again, tie it off, go over again one more time, and then just wrap around until the last of the wire disappears. This is going to be the base for the bee. Now, since this is a bee and not an actual humanoid figure, we're actually going to start with the legs so that it can be in there pretty fast. So you're going to want to take your black. You want this to be about half your finger length. So it's going to be like this. And you're going to fold it and fold it up here. And then this is going to be the little foot, so you're going to want to bring that up. And then right where this stops, tie it like that, so that that little sharp piece disappears. And we're going to do this about 6 times. So what you want to do here, you take it like this, tie it like that, and you see how it goes like outward? You tie it. And you can see it has its first little foot. So I'm going to repeat that step about 5 more times. So you guys can go ahead and do that on your own. I will explain it one more time, and then for the sake of time, I'm going to just carry on so that we can go really fast. So do about half finger length, take it like this. For the foot, pinch it upward so it has that. Tie off the end. It's really simple. And then tie it on here. And that's how you make the leg. So I'm going to go on to make the next ones. So you can skip past this part since I've already explained it. But if you still need help with the leg, you can just watch. You're also, for this, you're going to need some white for the eyes and the wings. One last 2 more legs. tie on those last legs. It's gonna look really wonky for now, but we're gonna add the outside details later. So, if you're watching, it should look something like this. It doesn't have to look exactly, but it's gonna just have legs. And now what we need to do is start filling it in. So between the intersections of the leg, just start putting in yellow. Make sure to weave through it. There's not really a science to this. The point is to just like make it fluffier like a bee. Okay, so now that we have a little bit more fluff, you want to start focusing more on that back end, because you know how those bees have the big bumble section in the back. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. And we'll add the black stripes in later, in the stinger. So you just want to keep wrapping around. And then, once it's to a satisfying size, so you can see, I have a little rump there. You want to start to add a little bit to the head too, so that we can do that later. You want to leave some neck area though, so that it's not too fat. Okay. This is going to be a really cartoonish bee, so it's not going to look completely accurate to the bee, an actual bee. Now that you have your little bee there, we are going to do the black stripes. So this one's going to be really easy. You just want to make a loop, one singular loop on the back end, and then cut, and then another loop. You don't need too many of these, and then you want to tie it off at the end where they meet. Cut that, and you have the access for both sides. Make sure not to cut the legs though. And then I'm going to do one more on the head. And one more. You only need about 4 stripes. If you want to do more, you are free to though. Okay, now that we have the little bee part so far, and you have your legs, let's do the eyes. This is how I do most of my cartoon eyes, so pay attention if you want to apply this to your own creations. You take like this, you take your white, make a small circle, very small since this is such a small creation, tie it off, and cut access. So it's literally just a circle, and then the little tied off part. And then we're going to make an even smaller circle. There doesn't have to be a little circle in it. And then we're going to thread it straight through this. And that's how you make an eye. And then you just press it down so that it stays in place. Then cut it only a little bit, like that much, but leave that black, so that you can put it into that. The key is being able to thread it in there, finding just the right place. In there, you have a little eye, and then we're going to do the second one. So you make a little circle here, like the last one. Tie around that little part right there. Fold it in on itself so we don't leave any access. Cut this piece off so it's just a circle now. And then we take the little black piece, make a tiny circle. There doesn't have to be space inside it. Thread it through. You have your eye. And then snip, and thread it into the head. And then shape it to make sure that it looks good. My head is personally not big enough, so I'm going to add a bit more to it. Like that. And then tie it off. And cut that piece off. Now we have the bee head. Now, we only have 2 more parts to go, and then we will be done. Next, you want to just... So this is what you're going to do with the stinger. You're going to take it like this, about half finger length, and then right there at that finger length, you're going to bend it and pinch that side so it's sharp. And you only want to go about halfway. And then you're going to tie on the half. Actually, you're going to tie up a little bit more. And then cut this longer piece off. And then you're going to put it in the rump for the stinger. And finally, we're going to take some more white for the wings. So, for the wings, what you want to do, you want to take this and then make it like that. You want to make a small loop. And then you want it to be in this certain shape of the wing. And then at the end, you're going to tie it off like that. But for this one, we're going to go back up and then come back down, pinch so that there's no access, and then one more time and down. That's how you know that you've made it the right size, because you only need to go around twice so that you have that shape for the wings. Then you're going to tap on the end and you have your first wing. And then you're going to put your first wing through that black piece. All of ours are going to be different, but you just want to try to thread it through. Like how I threaded mine. And then I'm going to come around and tie it so that it stays put. And then final part, we just need to make one more wing. Try to match the size of the other one so you can go off the other to see how you did it. And then for the wing, take it like this. You have that loop. It's about that finger length. Then you tie it around on the axis part. Then you wrap up, down, up, down, and tie it off. And leave some axis like this. Then like before, find a place to thread it in that middle section where the wings would go. This can take some time and some carefulness, but if you're having trouble and you can't find one, you can always just use scissors to make a spot, like right there. And then thread straight through there. And finally, I want to add a little bit more to the back. Make sure not to overlap on the black. So this is just filling in. And finally, when the rump is to a good size, try to thread it inwards to tie it off. And then you shape it as like the final part. You just go through, scrape off any of the hard edges. Actually, you know what? We're gonna add one more black line to the end there. This has to be really tight so that it doesn't come loose. Cut off the excess. Fold the black inwards. There you have it, your tiny little bee. Thank you guys for watching. Like and comment, make sure to subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what you want me to make next. Thank you, and have a great day.